Hi, my name is Edward. I'm a financial advisor. Today what I wanted to talk to you about is a speech that President Cyril Ramaphosa made earlier this week in Johannesburg. And essentially what the speech came down to is we expect many more job losses in South Africa over the coming years. And it made me think about what can we do to help insulate ourselves from difficult times coming ahead. So I wanted to get into that with you. First thing I wanted to do was just to read a few excerpts from the article. My article I'm reading off of the South African, and they will be lost in SA. And Cyril Ramaphosa makes the frank admission during the 25 years of democracy celebrations at the University of Johannesburg. Many more people are going to lose jobs in the end, and despite significant economic progress in the years leading to the global financial crisis, unemployment has increased over the last decade, poverty levels have begun to rise again, and millions remain excluded through lack of assets, skills, and networks, says the president. In many ways, we are a traumatized nation. Fewer people are learning a trade. We need boilermakers, we need artisans, and more importantly, we need people to drive this economy. We need to lay emphasis on making sure that the skills revolution gains more traction in South Africa. The president has gone on to highlight 4 points which are major obstacles as to why South Africa is not doing well right now. The first one he named is technology. Second one, globalization. Number 3, climate change. And number 4, low economic growth. And like I had said, what I wanted to do was talk about a couple of things that a person can do to insulate themselves from difficult financial times coming up ahead. First one I wanted to talk about is to have a budget. We gotta have a budget. The first way that people do it is, hey, we wing it, right? Many households are out of income after the first week has passed, and this is a difficult place to be. Second way people do it is, you know what, I'll outsource that to somebody else. My wife will do it, my husband will do it. I think personal finance is kind of like personal fitness. You need to do your own push-ups. You really need to have a good understanding of where my money is and where our family's money is at. Now, a more proper solution is to do a paper-based budget. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to provide a link on my blog, alphamatic.co.za, where you can essentially download one of those budgets. It'll be an Excel budget, so you can complete it in Excel if you'd like. Alternatively, you can print it out and fill it in if you're really an old school kind of person. When it comes to budgeting, I think what works best today is a financial product called 22/7, and 22/7 is basically an account aggregation service. It is the only company, as far as I know, in South Africa that is able to take the information from your various bank accounts and other financial services providers and put it together for you in a cohesive way where you can see who you owe money, how much you owe them. The software is able to help you set up a budget, okay? But more than showing you, or more than telling you, let me show you. So what we're going to do is let's get started with downloading the application. So okay, let's just go there, and I'm going to go to the App Store. I'm going to click App Store, and we're going to search for 22/7, SEVEN, search. Okay, and we're looking for this icon with the little glasses. I'm gonna click on the cloud here. Sometimes it's get or install, whatever that may be. Here's our app. Okay, and let's open this app, 22/7. So we can sign up or log in. We are going to sign up. What would you like to be called? I want to be called Edward, Edward. Your email address, okay, just enter all that stuff. You scroll down, put in a password. I agree to the terms of service, sign up. Link your account to see all your money in one place. Cool. So I am going to link account. Okay, so I bank at Nedbank. So I'm going to click Nedbank and I'm going to enter my details. Got it. Link account. Okay, we're linking your accounts. This might take a few minutes. Nice little infographic that we're getting there. Essentially what is happening is your information is now being called from your bank and it's being put into this little software to essentially build a profile of how you make your money, how you spend your money. Automatic account updates. So this one is basically us setting up what time of day we want this app to call information from our bank. So you know what, I like 6 to 9 a.m. I'm going to go with that. So each day at your chosen time you can expect to get an SMS from your bank saying that your accounts were logged into. Cool. So I'm going to say switch updates on. And here we go. Here's my account information. Okay, now let's go find 227 online. And I'm going to say contact 227. Search. Scroll down here. It's this first one. Budgeting and investing app 227. Get in touch with us. What is that? A llama? Okay. So we can reach them by email. General inquiries and support. This fens@227.com. Then they have an email for security, the PR team, and awesome jobs. Cool. You can reach them by phone 087 550 4331 between 8 and 8 every day. HQ Cape Town. Okay, 60 Hout Street in Cape Town. Cool. There's the team. That's the office. And contact details. This fens@227. Okay, backed by Old Mutual. And okay, social media, you can get it on Google Play as well as the App Store. And that's essentially it. Okay, second solution, calling your insurance and asking for a review. You call your financial advisor and you basically tell him, look, I just want to see the product set that I have. Is it actually what I need? Sometimes you find yourself spending money on a product that you don't actually need. And the only reason you have it is because you've been carrying it for years without checking up on it. Second thing to do, which works out especially well for a lot of people, is to contact your short-term insurer and ask them for a discount on your premium. And short-term insurers is the people that insure your house and your car against theft and fire, right? This often doesn't get reviewed properly, and if nobody calls nobody, your premium just goes up unabated. Okay. Third thing I wanted to chat about is asking for a premium holiday. If you're somebody that's in a really tough spot, the worst thing to do is not to say anything. Rather, call your insurer, ask them, do they have a program in place for a premium holiday where you skip payment for a few months, but then you continue paying? Better than losing the product outright. Okay, and a fourth very interesting one, a product that Old Mutual has, is what we call a retrenchment benefit. And I just wanted to read some of those conditions to you in terms of how the product works. And the retrenchment benefit says, retrenchment benefit provides a monthly income for a maximum period of 6 months on retrenchment of the life covered. No benefit will be provided if the claim arises directly or indirectly from retrenchment or notification of retrenchment within 6 months from the cover start date. Pretty self-explanatory. The benefit limits. So your minimum is an income of 3,000 Rand a month. Your maximum is essentially an income of 30,000 Rand per month. Maximum up to 60% of your income, whichever is lower. Okay. Then now that we've gotten your budget right, and we've checked if there's money that we can save with insurers as well, let's talk about saving some money. And an important savings item to have is savings for an emergency fund. Now there are various products to get into, and that's outside the scope of this specific conversation. So one product I do want to touch on is called a tax-free savings account, and essentially you get in when you want, you get out when you want. Where you can buy it: first, you can buy it through your 24/7 app, and that's a great place to buy it because it's online, it's on your phone. Second place to buy it is through your financial advisor. So call your financial advisor, say, hey, I want a tax-free savings account. Find out what the minimum premiums are. Chances are that you can afford it already. A third place where you can get a tax-free savings account is you can walk in the door of your insurer, right? So I work with Old Mutual and we have offices all over. Also, a fourth place where you can get a tax-free savings account would be from other financial services providers, and you should be able to Google that. Moving along. The fourth point I wanted to talk about is money on the side. Many people are not making the kinds of money that they want to make. I think the question is, who does, right? What are you doing to generate an income for yourself which is unrelated to your work? And if you didn't have to be working where you're working, what would you rather be doing? And building on that dream. And there's a couple of ideas that I just wanted to throw around here at the end, just to give people maybe insights into some things that they haven't been looking at. And I wanted to start with personal sales or small sales, basically moonlighting. Places where you can get your products sold. Also places where you could buy products. And where I wanted to start is with Gumtree.co.za, probably the biggest online marketplace in South Africa. Literally everything for sale over there. The second place which I have quite enjoyed is Facebook Marketplace, and you'll find it inside of the Facebook app. What makes Facebook Marketplace great for me is the amount of attention that Facebook has is what they're really using to drive sales inside of their marketplace. A third place that I would look at is Instagram. A lot of health and fitness people. If you are in the health and fitness space, you need to be on Instagram, period. And a fourth one I wanted to chat about is WhatsApp stories or your WhatsApp statuses. And I've got a few friends that have actually used this one quite successfully, and I find them on a daily basis uploading the products that they are selling as stories, statuses on their WhatsApp. Now, when it comes to commercial transactions online, places where you need to be is number one, LinkedIn. It is the professional network. Anybody and everybody that is in business is on it and should be on it. The second place for commercial sales is Google My Business. And what Google My Business is, it's basically a website without the website. It allows you to do many of the things, post your interesting articles and your pictures, product reviews, contact details, those sorts of things. And the way it looks kind of like a blog, but you don't go through all the hardcore coding and programming. So when somebody looks up your business online, we'll be able to find your contact details, and we'll be able to find your address as well. And the other two I wanted to chat about is, one is YouTube. Look, I mean, hi mom, I'm on YouTube now. And the second one I wanted to talk about is SoundCloud. Now, YouTube provides you with the visual aspect like this, and SoundCloud provides you with obviously the audio experience. And YouTube, I think, is easy to understand. SoundCloud is a technology that I think is still up and coming, especially in terms of podcasting, where you're trying to get your voice out there, you're trying to get your philosophy, your point of view, your solution, your product out there into the market. And where it works well is, I don't know about you, but in the car a lot of times I don't listen to radio. Other people, I find, listen to whatever they're streaming off their phone via Bluetooth. And I know a lot of people stream podcasts. I do. Then, moving along, I wanted to chat about places where products can be bought. For me, number one is AliExpress.com. And AliExpress is I guess a subsidiary of Alibaba, basically the biggest marketplace in China. And when you think about it, a lot of things are made in China. And through AliExpress, you're essentially able to buy the Chinese product from the Chinese manufacturer, bypass all the middlemen, and you're able to then sell that off to the final customer at a profit. A second place that I would look at is takealot.com. I don't understand their business too well, but from purchasing products from them, I am getting the understanding that they're providing a platform where you can take your product to, and they will provide you with delivery and distribution and network, and for that they take a commission. But then you get your product in China and you possibly get it sold over there. In fact, what I have found is I've found products cheaper on takealot.com than I have found them in the second-hand market. Then Cash Crusaders and Cash Converters. I mean, do you like to bargain? I love to bargain. And what's nice is, if you have a hobby or you have a specific interest, for me I have a thing for cameras. Once you follow the market, you figure out what things cost, and from time to time you will find a good deal come up. Maybe a product that they're not able to move quick enough, that's maybe been sitting on the shelf too long, or that, in my case, I have found things that just mispriced, and I'm like, I want that price. So definitely it can happen. Another site that I found people recently talking to me about is Wish. I don't know it, so I don't want to say too much on it, but definitely check it out. I think it's possibly a good place to buy items, to sell, to make a profit on the side. Then I also wanted to chat a little bit about entrepreneurship and why it's important, especially with what the president is saying. We are anticipating difficult times ahead. Economies worldwide are slowing down, and it's as much a skill set as it is a mindset when it comes to entrepreneurship. Obviously, also important to realize that it's not for everyone. Also, places to check out are flea markets. I think those can provide you with a lot of value. And then there's word of mouth. I think if you provide a good service, people will tell their friends and family about you, and people will want to do business with you. And the final one I want to leave everybody with is a post that I found on Facebook talking about my favorite institute of learning, which are actually SETAs, not technicons, not universities. And I just wanted to read this post to you. So this post says, to all graduates who are looking for internships or learnerships, I would advise you to get in touch with a SETA within the industry that you are interested or qualified in. The SETAs will know which companies are offering programs because companies register their programs with the SETAs in their WSPs and other application forms for discretionary grants. We have Agri-SETA, Bank SETA, SETA, which is the construction SETA, CHEETA, the chemical industry SETA. We have CATH SETA, culture, arts, tourism, hospitality and sports SETA, E-SETA, energy and water SETA, ETDPS P-SETA, my apologies, education, training and development practices SETA, FPM SETA, fiber processing and manufacturing SETA, food bev, food and beverage manufacturing industry SETA, facet SETA, financial and accounting services SETA, HW SETA, health and welfare SETA, INSETA, insurance SETA, LG SETA, local government SETA, MICT SETA, Media, Advertising, Information and Communication Technologies SETA, MQA SETA, Mining Qualifications Authority SETA, P-SETA, Public Service SETA, SAS-SETA, Safety and Security SETA, Services SETA. One that I find that is actually missing off of this list is MERSETA, the Motor and Engineering SETA. And the reason why I bring that one up is when I came out of school, the first real job that I had was doing an apprenticeship with BMW in Stellenbosch, and where I was studying was Westlake Technical College, and I was doing a MERSETA course. I am very thankful for that, because had it not been for that course, I really don't believe I would be here today. I think really good work is done. The cost is affordable of entry. You get to study while you work, so it's perfect for the young person, compared to going to a technicon or a university where for maybe 2, 3, 4 more years you're essentially studying but you're not earning an income. And when you're the sandwich generation, which is basically where we are, we're looking after our parents while we're also looking after our children, maybe that's the ability to work with your hands, and you develop the kinds of skills that you can take and start your own company with. Anyway, we leave it there. My name is Edward. I am reporting to you for alphamatic.co.za. If you want to get in touch with me, send me a tweet on Twitter. My handle on Twitter is AlphamaticSA. And drop a comment, like this video, please subscribe. Thank you so much. Take care.